We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Young. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young working out of the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Niners had 7-4 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down at the 28. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete.
They're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Young. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Young. That is caught. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
14. Commanders nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open league last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
to the left flat and complete. Still going. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Then inside give, here's Portis. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shy away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! It's the fullback taking it in. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Commanders 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fighting through at the 25. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles drives rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Running right, Portis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
That ties the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down and a yard. Young takes it on the sneak. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And were you surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it. A little quick pop there, but in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
49ers first down.
Young. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get Jordan back at the 40. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Young now. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Trey Amos. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now they'll shift things around. This is out quickly to the right. Yeah, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Throwing. On the RPO. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now Daniel's going to keep it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an
precious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Final play of the half, Young. And his throw here is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
To kick off for the 49ers.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, here we
Well,
go.
it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Ready?
Daniels looking to throw.
They set up the screen to Portis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down.
65.
Line.
Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On the
Second and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, go! Cougar, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the give, here's Portis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Now Young. That is caught downfield. Owens
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Throw inside, completion to Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Young.
line.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
10 more yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, Young. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And the 49er.
Young here, you can see, changing the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Young to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Let's go now.
Here's Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First down and goal to go.
Now here's Young. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners are able to at least get one score back.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
Go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go. Panther 60.
They go play action. Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
23 yards the pickup there. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
First down.
Again, it's Young. That one caught. Owens with it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Daniels. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Drops this one off to Portis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they'll try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Young now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Jake Moody for
An extra point try now for Moody.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2nd and 12.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Deputy!
Play action, now it's Daniels. To the right side and intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following
interception. Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Rice. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll throw again. Young. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
49ers 35. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Daniels looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
56. 49ers 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young will set to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trey Amos. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit, and time faded. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Cowboy 80.
Now Young. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At the 38-yard line.
It'll be Young again. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted...
And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 11. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Washington.
60 Eagles, 60, 19.
And now an audible here into something else.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
19 Tiger, 19
To throw is Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now 3rd down and very long.
17-yard loss. And it's 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Hold the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because It played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Young. That ball caught. It's Rice. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set up. Come on, set. Huh. Let's go. Huh. Set up. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Set go. Here we go, set. Hut, go. Ready? Ready. Let's go now. Ready? Set, go. Ready, ready, go. Set it. Ready, ready. Here we go. Here, ready. Down. Check out. Come on, come on. Ready? Ready. Let's go. Get out. Here we go. Shot. Set. Go. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Shot. Ready, ready. Set. Check out. Ready, ready. Hot, hot. Set it. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Set it. Down. Hut. Come on, come on. Set. Go. Ready? Ready, ready? Let's go. Ready? Here we go. Check go. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hot, hot. Let's go now. Ready? Set. Ready? Set up. Set. Hut. Ready, ready, go. Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Card. Ready, ready. Here we go. Here we ready. Down. Check out.